We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the SoDo district of Seattle. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They've gone a full half season since their last loss, winners of 8 in a row.
And you don't get on win streaks like this without your defense playing a big role. They've created quite an identity, and I know they want and expect this streak to get to 9.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Commanding the offense will be the highly touted USC product, Sam Darnold.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Darnold.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Out of the gun to give to Charbonnet.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Well, they've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay.
Zach Charbonnet
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Play after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on some few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 for him.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Here's Morgan to throw.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Now Morgan. Setting up a screen for Judkins. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Room here to run. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
Previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now here's the call. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Back to throw, Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Throwing again is Darnold. He finds Smith-Njigba in the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Seahawks lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Browns offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's 2nd in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Devon Witherspoon. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And Charbonnet once again. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. As they've got it with 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Another Seahawks 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
A
play fake, and it's Darnold. Touchdown! Isaiah Likely from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll give it up past the 20 to about the 22. So the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 40-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
That's good.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try to wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now a 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Morgan. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Ernest Jones. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Throwing from the gun is Morgan. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
The Seahawks offense has Sam Darnold headed back out there. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. On the toss to Charbonnet.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
The Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Darnold. Now he's going to step up and run. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Faking the give, Darnold. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw is Darnold. He'll try and do this himself. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We'll have to find out. Fourth down. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Seahawks. First down.
Again, it's Charbonnet. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Darnold
Brings up 2nd and 7.
finds his man over the middle. It's likely. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43.
That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, second down. Darnold now to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Darnold from the gun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. First and 10 at Charbonnet. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Zach Charbonnet with career touchdown number 60. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Cam Little to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter.
And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Down to the 42, second down. Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Once again, Jenkins.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Throwing now is Morgan.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
First down. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Brown.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Morgan.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 24-yard line.
They'll give up the middle. Jenkins.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Another Browns 1st down. 1st and 10.
Morgan looks to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1. On the Seahawks 8-yard line.
On his own read, this is Jenkins.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Browns 1st down.
1st down, right back to Jenkins.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective side. And this time he is in.
Quinshon Judkins with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and running back Zach Charbonnet set for this next possession. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you could say that again, they've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Here's Darnold.
And complete to Smith and Jigba.
A gain of 3 last last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
He's got his man. Complete to Smith and Jigba.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
You take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He's been terrific. Up over 100 yards now for the game. On the give, here's Charbonnet.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Now it's Darnold. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he returns this to the 22. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
A gain of 15. And the Browns first down.
Set to throw is Morgan. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And they'll run the end around here with Judy. Oh, this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Here's Morgan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And this one is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Seahawks will get the football back in outstanding field position.
One down with Charbonnet.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Here's Charbonnet. 128 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Zach Charbonnet
with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year.
And the Seahawks extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
On the ground, it's Jenkins to start the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
They'll swing this out to Jenkins.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll try and run here with Jenkins. And he is going to have the Browns first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
He's going to try and take off with it.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Morgan to throw.
And it's a fumble.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game.